Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to day 17 of 365 days of single shenanigans. Today I realized that, okay, you know what? We need a bit of context for this. Let's roll it back. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 17, and there was a lot going on in my life when I was diagnosed that ended up to me not continuing in trialing medication for treatment. I think I tried the medication that they prescribed me like 4 times max, and then I stopped trialing it. And when I started seeing my new psychiatrist, I did at one point think, oh, maybe I should try medication again, but I had just started a new job that my ADHD actually really benefited the job, and so I was like, oh, I guess I don't need to. But recently my doctor has encouraged me to try it again because it was really funny. She's like, ADHD is like the one illness that like responds so good to medication. It's like kind of crazy not to do it. So we're trying ADHD medication again. My appointment with my psychiatrist to talk about that is about a week from now. So I have a week to prepare for trialing ADHD medication. Now there's a few things that happen when you take ADHD medication. One of them is that if you have vitamin C, it will actually counteract the medication. Like it makes it completely not effective. So oh, there's a really annoying loud fly. Hold on, let me get that. Okay, fly's gone. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, so vitamin C will counteract the effects of the medication. And see, when I first started trying it, my breakfast was actually up and goes, and while milk and the chocolate flavoring you'd think wouldn't have any vitamin C in it, most processed foods have vitamin C added to it. So actually in the very beginning, I think what I ended up having for breakfast some of the time was actually, well, there was one time I had cookies and cream ice cream, because that was like the only thing I had in the house that I was like, this definitely doesn't have vitamin C in it. We're not doing that this time. We're not gonna have ice cream for breakfast and expect to be productive. So I've been doing a little bit of a review of my like food and stuff. The other thing that I'm reviewing my food for is the fact that ADHD medication reduces your appetite because it's a stimulant. So like caffeine reduces your appetite, like cocaine reduces your appetite, ADHD medication also reduces your appetite. And if you've watched some of my previous videos, I've spoken about how as a child I managed to severely mess with my metabolism by both severely undereating and then also severely overeating on processed foods, to the point that I have both stunted my growth and have been overweight my entire life, was the fattest or second fattest kid in my class for my entire childhood. So yeah, I need to protect my metabolism so that I can be healthy. So I can't let myself just like only eat when I'm hungry, which is super annoying. I'm probably gonna have to track my food, which I don't like doing. I don't like tracking my food, but we're probably gonna have to track our food to make sure that we're eating enough, and also that we're not overeating at the end of the day, because that's another thing that can happen when you're on ADHD medication, especially if you've been fat before. It doesn't always make you lose weight because you lose your appetite, because it does wear off before you go to bed, and so then a lot of people will end up kind of binging at night, and I want to avoid that. Okay, we are trying to stop the fucking pendulum. I'm trying not to swear anymore, guys, but it's just like real frustrating. We're trying to stop the pendulum, okay? But the ADHD medication could speed the pendulum up. We've been slowing the pendulum down. We're trying to stop it, but the ADHD medication could swing the pendulum all the way up here with very low appetite, and then as soon as it wears off, swing it all the way over here to like wanting to inhale my entire pantry. So to prevent that, we need to get real prepared in the food department and make sure I always have my meal prep, and I've got reminders to eat, and yeah, I'm scared. Oh, I'm a little bit scared because so we know my lovely breakfast, right? My lovely breakfast with the eggs and the beans and the peas, right? Delicious. Lots of fiber, lots of protein, good amount of carbs from the beans. Like, it's good, it's good. It's like, how many calories is it? It's only 505 calories. Which like isn't terrible, but like I've been realizing lately that most people eat like, when they're eating regularly, eat like at least 600 calories at a meal. And I looked up my calorie intake suggestion for maintaining my weight, which is what we're trying to do at the moment, because we're trying to fix the metabolism and then build muscle before we do weight loss, because the weight loss will always end up making me unwell if I do not have enough metabolism to eat enough for my organs to function and lose weight. So good being super duper short. I'm like 5'2", 5'3" or something. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, so I don't really know how to add more to that unless I just add like a buttload more butter. It keeps me really full, like physically, like I don't want to add any more volume to it. So we're gonna put that aside, and we're gonna leave that there, and we probably want to do a morning snack now. That's probably the lowest calorie meal. Oh wait, no, we do have a lower one. So I have two options that I usually do for lunch. One is a burrito bowl. This one, oh my goodness, I've done the whole breakdown of everything, and I think it's 46 grams of protein and 529 calories for the serve, which is stunning. I think that's a much more reasonable amount, I think, but still it's like not close to that 600 calorie mark that I think most people eat. But the protein's mad protein, bro. And then the most concerning one is the second option for lunch I have is 43 grams of protein and only 435 calories. But again, keeps me so full and stuff. Like the one of the problems is that because I have smaller organs, I can't fit as much in my stomach as I probably should. Also because of all of the under eating and then the only overeating on like really high calorie foods, which I really don't want to do because they're just full of fat and they're not nutrient dense, and if we don't have the nutrients, then we're not gonna... Moving on. For dinner, I usually have whatever my grandfather's making, or if I've prepped my meal prep that day, then we probably have what I made for my meal prep as dinner. And I am gonna keep working on this project tomorrow and trying to figure out like a full meal plan. I also need, so I'm Orthodox, well, I'm catechumen, but I'm gonna be starting to do the regular fasting. So Orthodox Christians fast on a Wednesday and a Friday. It's usually a strict fast, so like basically vegan, no alcohol and no oil. But I'm gonna start with just doing no meat on those days. So I need to create some meal options for those days as well, for lunch and dinner. Luckily my breakfast is already meat free, so that's not a problem. Yeah, and so then I also need to come up with snacks as well. Probably want to make them slightly calorie dense because I probably won't have an appetite, but I might come up with a couple options. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared that all of my hard work to try and heal my metabolism. There we go, heal my metabolism. I'm scared all my hard work to heal my metabolism is going away, not just because I'm going to be starting these ADHD medications that are going to reduce my appetite, but also because of the stomach aches I was having last week. I actually haven't had any this week, but I've just still been like really slowly introducing it. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know if it's a miracle or if it's a coincidence, but I was having stomach aches from like last Monday to Sunday morning. Sunday morning, all I had was literally plain pasta with salt, and I still got a stomach ache from that. But then I had the blessed bread at church. That didn't give me a stomach ache. That was the first thing I'd eaten that had not given me a stomach ache, and I haven't had a stomach ache since. Might be a miracle, might be a coincidence, I don't know. But I'm very happy about it. I'm very happy about it. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, but again, I haven't been eating much this week, and I've joined in the Dormition fast, so I'm not eating meat at the moment as well, but I've only just started eating beans again, and so like the nutrition has not been there this week. It has not been there last week, really. And then I'm gonna have like a few days to eat normally before I start the ADHD medication. That is probably going to reduce my appetite, which is really, really, really annoying. Really, 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 really annoying. So yeah. The other thing I'm doing to prepare for the ADHD medication is I've not been doing very good with my routines at the moment. I've had a couple late nights. I don't actually know why. Well, yesterday was because of catechism, went late. They had to start at 7:30 instead of 7, and so it went even later than normal. And then the day before I had my potluck and had to get ready for bed after that. I don't know if there's been other ones though that I've gone to bed late. Oh, I guess let's check. Thursday last week I did, and I don't know why. Oh yeah, I was anxious, right? I couldn't sleep last week because I was anxious. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm really gonna be trying to get the routines happening again, get a consistent wake up. I might make my wake up time 8 a.m. instead of 7 a.m. for the time being, and then slowly raise it back up to 7 a.m. Just because I have not woken up. I've not, oh my goodness, my wake up times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Wait, no, 7 days. It's actually been a week since I've woken up at 7 a.m. It's been a week since I have woken up at 7 a.m. and had that logged in here. Now I have been woken up by my alarm at 7 a.m. but I have promptly turned it off and gone back to sleep because I was exhausted. So I'm gonna change it to 8 a.m. for a bit. And then we will see how that goes, try and get that consistent. If my wake up's 8 a.m., I'm not gonna raise my bedtime to 10:30, but I might raise it to 10. I think that's a good idea. We'll raise it to 10, but not 10:30. In bed, sleeping at 10 p.m. and then waking up at 8 a.m. Okay, I think that should work. I am very nervous to try this medication, but it must be done. It must be done. I'm sure I won't regret it. So I'm probably gonna leave this video here. I don't want to deal with this anymore today. We will deal with it again tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow.